Sebastian D'Souza, the unsung hero of 2611. Who can forget the unfortunate saga of the Mumbai 2611 attacks? The wounds that haven't healed yet. The cries of the hostages whose crime was that they were too innocent to face the wrath of terrorism. The brutal monsters of Lashkar-e-Taiba carried out 8 deadly attacks at Mumbai, the city of dreams. They had their dreams shattered for the sake of peace, or perhaps the religion of peace. On November 26, 2008, from Nariman Point to Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, from Oberoi Trident to Taj Palace, from Nariman House to Metro Cinema, the cold-hearted Bhatke Naujawans, as Congress calls them, but simply terrorists in our definitions, went on a killing spree. 175 people dead and over 300 injured. It's been 14 years since then, but the deadliest terror attack of the decade haunts Mumbai even today. We can't be more thankful to our brave cops, the NSG Guards and the whole team of Operation Black Tornado, who flushed out the terrorists in order to end the attacks. But somehow, we remain thankless to one person. The person who was there, standing almost next to the terror perpetrators, risked his life to reveal the faces of the monsters in the investigation of the 2611 attack. Yes, today in our series, we discuss the heroics of photojournalist Sebastian D'Souza. How does Sebastian come into the picture? On November 27, 2008, everyone watched the image circulated on the TV, in newspapers and in magazines throughout the world. A man holding an AK-47 rifle at the Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus. His name is Ajmal Kasab. He has accessories on his wrist, wearing a black shirt and a backpack. On November 26, 2008, he was captured by none other than photojournalist Sebastian D'Souza. D'Souza was the sole photojournalist to capture Ajmal Kasab and Ismail Khan, the two terrorists of the terror organization Lashkar-e-Taiba. In 2008, D'Souza was working for the Mumbai Mirror, a newspaper published by Times of India. When the incident took place, D'Souza was armed with a Nikon camera and 2 lenses. As the gunshots began, D'Souza rushed to CST. He asked one of the constables to shoot them. "There they are! Shoot them!" It was at that point that D'Souza took the first picture. When the constable fired, one of the two swung around and fired back, knocking down someone right in front of them. It was the owner of the bookstall, who was some meters away but right in front of them. He fell to the floor, bleeding but not dead. D'Souza would go on hiding inside train compartments only for the proper angle. So far, 90 pictures have been clicked. 35-40 are useful. Rest all jumbled and shaken. The rescue operation has been activated. All the terrorists are being killed in counter-terrorism operations. The heroics of Mumbai Police Constable Hutatma Tukaram Omble and his team have now captured the Kasab. When I saw Kasab, Sebastian speaks. But now, suddenly, D'Souza is in the limelight. An overnight inspiration for all journalists for sure. He is now part of press photography circles and discussion forums on anti-terrorism. However, he is defeated by the petty political conspiracy theories of the center and state. In one of his interviews, D'Souza could be heard saying, "I still remember Kasab's face in the courtroom. A young chap who had no idea of what he had done. When Kasab looked at the photos that I submitted to his lawyer, he was cold, for he knew that his death was nigh." On November 27, 2008, when Kasab's picture circulated on social media, D'Souza recalled his appearance. He looks like a boy next door. If he sat next to me on a blue line bus in Delhi, he would come across as a harmless college going boy. The image was enough to change the perception of the urban middle class. Terror now wears cool clothes and accessories and maybe standing next to you in the same line somewhere in the same city. I won. But at what cost? The Sebastian D'Souza scenario. It's a shame that the media overseas celebrated D'Souza's work, but the Indian media failed him. There was no wide recognition for the stellar work he did. He went on to become the first Indian news photographer to win the 2009 World Press Photo Award. In 2013, rumors circulate that D'Souza is living a quiet life. But in February 2014, Mr. D'Souza gave an interview with Gulf News. He expressed his disappointment. The Indian government has done nothing to honor me. Rather, it was the Supreme Court that honored me by producing the captured images during Kassab's trial. D'Souza turned out to be the victim of dominant narratives and attention hawks. On being asked if he made a fortune out of selling the pictures, he said, "I do wish I had sold the pictures to some foreign news agency and made good money, but being an honest person, I didn't. In fact, I gave the pictures for free to my Mumbai-based friend Rajnish Kakade, a photographer with an American news agency." How your family reacted to the photographs? Do those images haunt you even today? Well, my family knows it's a part of my profession, but for the first few days, they were in a state of despair. But I never look back, as past is dead for me. Since I've seen a lot of bloodshed during my career, one gets used to it. It has made me a much stronger person who has great appreciation and value for life. Any regrets or feel that you could have tackled the situation differently? I never regret things. But I do feel bad and angry that there was no policeman around holding an AK-47 rifle. If they had, believe me, I would have snatched the rifle from a policeman's hand and shot the two terrorists. That would have changed the entire scenario. No innocent person would have been killed outside of CST. Remember RSS ki sajish? A book promoted by Congress leader Digvijay Singh in 2010 blamed the RSS for the 26/11 Mumbai attacks. His analysis even went on to justify Kassab as a Hindu terrorist because he was wearing a kalava, a Hindu sacred thread. Had it not been Mr. D'Souza, we would be debunking mysteries and labeling Hindus as terrorists. D'Souza hung his camera years ago. A man with a passion for the arts. His work deserves honor and celebration for the entire nation to witness and for the younger generations to know and pass on the story of his courage and the value of that one picture. To hear more such stories of our unsung heroes, then like and subscribe to our channel, The Pamphlet.